So I ran across the scripture last night and I was like, I have to share this with the girlies. So the scripture is from Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8 and 9. And it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, for my ways are not your ways. As the heavens is higher than the earth, so are my ways and my thoughts than your thoughts." And I was sitting there thinking like, So, as extraordinary beings we are, like human beings we are, we have produced so much in this world. We're very intellectual. Innovation is so advanced. Technology is mind-blowing these days. We forget that we are still limited in the capabilities of even coming up and thinking of what God could do. We are limited in our thinkings of what God is capable of. And I sat with it for a little bit. I'm like, man, like this is so good, God, because I'm in a season of transformation. Like what that is for me right now is like my heart, my spirit, my mind is demanding more of me, but my external life is not there. And of course it's not there, because if it was there, then my heart, my spirit, my mind would feel like it needs me to make some changes for everything else to align. So as my heart, my spirit, my mind is demanding more and moving towards a different area, spot, season, whatever you want to call it in life, my external life needs to catch up, right? And it's been difficult because it's requiring me to make uncomfortable decisions. And for growth really to happen, for growth to really be meaningful, I really feel like uncomfortable decisions need to be had for anything worth it. And so I was sitting with the scripture last night and I'm just like, wow, God, like, first of all, thank you for reminding me of this because I forgot. Thank you for bringing this back to my attention. Like, honestly, this is going to be something I tack somewhere because I need to be reminded about this every day, all day, through all my life going forward. And you're probably going to have to keep reminding me, God, because I do forget and my emotions run and my mental state goes left, and it takes a minute sometimes for me to go back. And I know God's capable of extraordinary things because he has got me out of dark places. But I think this is a good reminder for us that don't limit God on what he could do. Like, that is exactly what he's telling us. He's saying, like, your thoughts are not my thoughts. So the way you're going to think about how things can be done, or the way you're going to try to figure out a way, and a way you don't see no way, so you think there is no way, you think that it is impossible. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. And as you're going through your thoughts, he says your ways are not my ways. So now your thoughts can't even come up with it. But even the ways you see it to be done, or you see it should be done, or you don't know how it's going to be done that way for you, your ways are not his ways. The way he's going to move, the way he's going to place things, the way he's going to do things is not the way you're going to do things. It's not the way your mind could come up with, your thoughts could come up with it. And it's not going to be maybe the ways you see. You don't have the capabilities of the extraordinaries of what he could do, is what he's saying. So he's definitely telling us, don't put him in a box. Don't limit him. Because if you have God in your life, he's reminding you, have faith in me. You trust in me. You pray to me. You talk to me. You be obedient. And I'll do the rest. Don't do my job for me. You're trying to create the playbook, the blueprint to something that is not for you to do. You're trying to control it. And that's not your job. Don't try to figure out all the 10 steps forward of how it's going to be achieved, or how it's going to be worked through, or how you're going to get through, because that's not for you to do. That is in his hands. And you do that, you limit yourself. Not only are you're limiting yourself in your limited thinking of what God could do for you. So therefore, the only person that gets affected is you, because therefore that means now you're not having faith. You're not trusting him. and maybe I'm just talking to myself when I say this, but you're crying, you're all over the place. You're like, oh my God, poor me. How am I gonna get through this? Ain't no way I'm gonna get through this. This is just gonna be whatever it's gonna be. And it's a crazy situation, because it could lead to you not to giving up. It could lead to you not praying. It could lead to a lot of, I don't want to say bad, but just like situations you shouldn't be in, leads you to certain mindsets you shouldn't be in. It leaves you in certain energy you shouldn't be in. It leaves you moving like you should move. So don't limit what God could do for you when you're going through something or you're working towards something. Because sometimes you don't have to be going through nothing bad or personal, but you could be growing or working towards something. And like, for instance, me, and it's like, okay, but for me to achieve these things, I have to cut and weave out some things. I should do it, or I'm even trying to control it. Like, oh, I'll do this part. Like, you know, I'll request some time off, God. I'll request some time off so I can work on that. So I could work on my relationship with you. And God's like, nah, you need to permanently cut some hours. I told you to cut some hours. I told you to cut some of that job permanently off. You got 2 jobs. It's me speaking to myself, because I do. And I need you to cut some of that second job off. I got it where you could pay your bills still. But if you want to get to what I placed in your heart and what your heart desires, be obedient in what I'm telling you right now. And it is uncomfortable. But if you're going to try to do it your way, so be it. See how it unfolds. Clearly, I've been doing it my way for a while, because it's been placed in my heart for a while, and I'm just taking it serious. So it's like, well, did it unfold for you in 2025? And it's like, no, it didn't unfold for me. But I'm just here to tell you guys, because even like going through a dark time, like I've been through a really, 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 really dark time in my past, like so dark that I didn't even really want to be here no more. So dark that nobody even have answers for me to this day. I don't have the answers to why it happened, what happened. There's no scientific, there's no fact to it. It's unexplainable. It's still research going on about it, and it bothers me. And when I was in the midst of going through it, I seen no way. I wholeheartedly thought I was going to get through it. And for me to be here today, I know God is capable of extraordinary things. For me to be able to talk about it, and I could cry, because I could cry happy tears of like seeing the other end. Of being able to talk about it, God is capable of extraordinary things. So please don't limit him and what he could do for you when you're going through stuff, what he could do for you when you're working towards something. Please don't. Your ways are not his ways. Your thoughts are not his thoughts. As the heavens is higher than the earth, so is his ways and his thoughts than yours. Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9. I have the NIV version, but I had to just come on here real quick because I told you guys I would be sharing reflections with you guys. That was one verse, one scripture that hit me hard. Please don't go hard on yourself on how it's going to happen. Just let God do what he do. And that is it until next week. And we'll see what resonates with me that I feel like I need to share with the girlies.